Você running a program yang de mando fita kwa ferere. Liza ziskar kiraka. Tule ke halu bona kulita ne nyama kwa. Tule bakani fasiki na kwani bakwaya mze mutu basilipo opera kwa mla kwani. Abaka kena luka kupa kwa yeme. Ana kwe utele zefera kwa mla kwani. Okay, look up to what Kafera Bayeme, Casket Hakelamar. Bateni mahali wale wazibari pina mswari sana ni wako haya.
umulimu nata hemle nauna Jesu Kristo nate amkesekima mulimu yati salipilo valuna kanako ninako ulutuse mabutata valuna kaupela ulimkonekweza musevezi yeo ulupupezi kukulata kuziva nikukuseveleza momalipasi ikafo lutafapila hao kuli utareke mtanga hao Mabuku Thomas striker kuli luiziliena ubeliena na kokaufela kufita kwa pelelezo a programu yalona ala pela akusema bizo la mlena na Yesu Kristo. Amen.
Dear bonus, I take this opportunity to welcome you to this memorial service for our late brother Thomas Mulema Striker Mabuku. On this day, we gather here at Kamun Hall in remembrance of our brother, father, husband, grandfather, in whatever way we relate to him, Thomas Mulema Striker Mabuku.
Wazazi lakachendo ukopana pa kamunga visenga kaofela bunyandi utaha wazazi lakubuzo.
This will be a day in memory. Because we will be thinking of how we interacted with the late Thomas Striker Mabuku. Our theme verse comes from Romans chapter 14 verse 8. For we live for the Lord. And if we die, we die to the Lord. So then, whether we live or whether we die, we are the Lord's. Welcome to this memorial service. My name is Richard Mulema Kabinda. A cousin to the late. And this program will navigate it with my nephew here. And for now, we'll take you through this program. Printing is taking place right now. It will be available very soon. And also, I understand there's a challenge here to drop the screen, but it will be also displayed here. As we finish here, we'll have an opening prayer. That will be offered by our funeral minister. The choir will give us a song. Welcoming remarks will be given by Mr. Iswani Kabinda. The eulogy will be given by Kliboni Mundia. That will be followed by tributes. This will come firstly from the family, the children, the grandchildren, friends, former work colleagues, traditional authority, and the last one will come from the church. This will be closed by a song from the choir. Our funeral minister will give a sermon after that. The vote of thanks will be given by Mr. Henry Biunda. Thereafter, announcements will follow. And we will have both viewing thereafter. At the end of it all, we will then move from here and deposit the body back to the mortuary. So this will be our program today. And for now, I will do the first part of this process. And so I give this opportunity to the funeral minister to give us an opening prayer and then a hymn that will follow after that. Then we will go for welcoming remarks.
Kalilu andate nilamana nilamoya oke mile. Arula pelegi. Mulena kikamukwa wahao uhauhela nikuswalela kamita. Wakulatela wakengisa moya omutanga hao Mabuku Thomas. Yo ulaizi kushwa kana koye usike wa mlatela kama zoho asila saluna usike wa mulivala kamita yesafeli ono ulaye mangilo ya hao ate amuhawele ate amuise kwa hae kwa lihalimu kuliyena yalumezi uwena akusepile asike anyandifwa kalikoto zalihele konohe abone minyaka yesapeli lukupachwalo kakreste mulenaluna lwalapela amen. Kalibzalanda telangana la moya oke mile.
will now listen to the item of music that will be given by the church choir.
Akwaya.
We are just acknowledging the delegation that came from Mendo, that is led by our brother, Freddie Mia. Please feel welcome. So they will have an opportunity to speak to us. We will be able to hear from them. At this stage, we welcome Mr. Iswani Kabinda for the welcoming remarks.
Good morning, dear mourners, Director of Ceremonies, fellow mourners, Honorable Governor, I haven't seen him, he is not ill in absentia. Honorable Kenny retired Alfea Sampov. I also acknowledge the presence of Dr. George Smata, the Secretary to Cabinet. By the way, Mr. Smata is not here as the Secretary to Cabinet. No. He's here as a childhood friend from primary to secondary. We've been together. We were counting ourselves how many were asked to alive who were in sub A, grade 1 together. We were counting that we were very few. So he is one of them. He is here in that capacity. Thank
you. Vole tilibona lego ambita pa ne vaula amo nukozera ngaskolo shwa.
We are still very, we are very few. Thank you very much. The worship, the mayor of the Tolo town, I haven't seen, I don't know whether he's around in absentia. The traditional leaders present here, I haven't seen who are here in absentia. The honorable councillors, both local and regional, who are present here, or if they are not here in absentia, former work colleagues at the Ministry of Youth and Sports, I think I now I've forgotten. which are led by Mr. Mweya, the family and the friends of Mr. Thomas Mabuku, and those who are watching online, you are all most welcome as you watch online. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here to witness this memorial service. On behalf of the Alfea Matengu Mabuku and the Richard Kambinda Ngambwe families, I feel very humbled to see such a big number of people coming to mourn with us. To come and help us as we put our brother to rest. We pray, we may fail to use heavenly language to make you feel welcome. Please, your presence is highly appreciated. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for coming and mourn with us. May our Heavenly Father bless you too as He comforts us. I know this is a difficult times, but God is with us. It is a memorial service organized by the church, by the family, sorry. We were informed that the Roman Catholic Church does not conduct memorial service. So the family thought of organizing a memorial service of this standard. So I request our speakers to be conscious about time. We should avoid long speeches like me. 5 to 10 minutes at most will be well appreciated. We pray for unity and the cooperation during this service. And I want to inform you that if you have a message, today is the day. We are not planning to have messages of condolences tomorrow at the graveyard. So if you have something to say or message to say, please feel free to do it now, today. And we are not here the whole day, the whole night. No, we are here for some few hours. We should be done. Feel free, feel welcome, be at home or whatever. If you want to say something, let us know. You will be given the floor. And I was chatting with Dr. Smata yesterday. We said he will speak on our behalf. All of us who are from that one or grade 8, grade 1 that time, we will speak on our behalf. So you will hear more from him. On our behalf. Thank you very much. Now that we have been welcomed to this event,
We'll hear from Kriboni, who will come and tell us exactly how this man has been from the perspective of the family. Our time here will be more to hear from all perspectives and atmospheres that you know of Striker, from the family background, the church, personal friends, schools. You will hear more, all sides you will hear them today. Our daughter Kriboni, it's your turn.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I greet you all in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Standing before you this afternoon is Kriboni Mudia. The late was my uncle. Okay, I'll read his biography, his early life.
Are you able to hear us from there when she's reading? Are you fine? Okay, thank you.
Okay. Mr. Thomas Mabuku was born on the 15th of March 1960 at Mission in Katima, Molino. He started his school at Katima Lower Primary School from January 1967 to 1970. And then he moved to Maguruma Higher Primary School from January 1971 to 1975. He enrolled to St. Kizito Secondary School from 1976 to 1980. He then did his tertiary education at UNAM from 2016 to 2019. Thomas was the fourth child out of 6 children of Mr. Alfea Matengo Mabuku and Mrs. Esther Mulemwa Munistwala. He was married to his late wife Petronella Inonge Mabuku in 1983. He then remarried in 2022 to Mrs. Visa Mabuku. Mr. Thomas Mabuku was blessed with 14 children. 4 sons and 10 daughters, as well as 14 grandchildren. We'll move on to his professional life. Mr. Mabuku was a teacher by profession. He was employed by the Ministry of Education, where he served as a teacher at Weza Primary School in 1981. He then went to Kapili State School, where he served until 1988. He was then appointed as a sport coordinator in 1989. He became the first sports officer in Zambezi region, then known as Kapili region in the independent Namibia.
ni batapeka kuzamaisa Paulo zalipa pale maskini sawa na silver cell.
During his reign in the sports world, he transformed sports in the region as it was his real love.
Ni mana kuyabona ene bazamaisa Paulo yalipa pale but sile chinchiroze ngata kakuli kaulene batavera awo balata makulo yabona lori.
For sport was not only his profession, but it was his passion and a calling to serve the Namibian people and for the people of the Zambezi region.
Kubona Paulo yalipa pale ni esali Paulo fera yakweza musebezi kono nelinto ene balata ene babila kayona ni ene batusize kutusanaha mane iskiritsalo nasaza mbezi kana koyone kapri.
Many in the Zambezi region were in one way or another inspired by his leadership in sports.
Abangata baisifa mane basio fa makaulo yabona endelele makaulo yalipa pale netseze ngoba batamela aho kaulo ye.
Due to his positive influence in sports, school sport was active to such an extent that many of the leaders today in sports were groomed by him from their young age. The region excelled in various sporting codes such as athletics, netball, and boxing in schools and at club levels. His main sporting codes was football for young males and netball for females. Zambezi also became a center for karate as a number of schools trained and taught karate during his reign. He became affectionately known as Vostriker. In 2006, he moved to Windhoek to further his studies at UNAM, where he obtained his business administration degree while working for the Ministry of Sport, Youth and National Service headquarters. Upon graduating in 2010, he continued working for the MSYNS headquarters. As a sports administrator, he took an active role in organizing various national and international competitions such as the Bulawayo Youth Games. He also organized the 2014 CAF Women's Championship and 2016 COSAFA Men's Championship held in Namibia. He was part of the negotiation delegation with Honorable Juliet Kavetuna, Dr. Faye, Vivian Kachuyongwa, that paved the way for Namibians. So this paved way for Namibian partnership with Germany that many sport personnel enjoy today in terms, exchange programs and coaching courses. In 2017 to March 2020, he was seconded by the Ministry of the Administrator for Professional Boxing, where some notable professional boxers made their mark.
Kakalu wewe ni wafumane ngeli ni wafumane anuzia nyani mwaka wewe papali unazeza nyingi.
He retired in March 2020, but still remained at the disposal of the sport men and women, boys and girls in Zambezi region on a voluntary base.
Abantu kumula bamusebezi ne basasi ezikuli abantu batusola buso bakona babiza mine bayitukusizekeza kamulo yo.
And his accolades are as follows. In 2023, he was honored with a Lifetime Achievement Award at Swakopmund. Oh, sorry. He was honored with a Lifetime Achievement Award at Swakopmund, Ironga region by the Sports Commission of Namibia in sports. This is the highest honor in sport at this moment, and this achievement is reserved for a few men and women for their contribution to sports. Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Kiboli, for that message. In that you would have heard of how the striker started his school up to the point where he started. We are now moving to tributes. And this time I have not received an indication from the family as to who would want to start. Family members. I would also like to have the children also to come up front as well to also give a word of tribute as well. We hope to see one or two coming to speak on behalf of others, but we'd love to see them here to do the tribute to their late father. Also grandchildren, they will also be lined up here also to say a word about their grandfather. Work colleagues, traditional authority, we have an indication from the Mafia Traditional Court to also come in to represent the Mafia Traditional Authority. The church will be the last. And so I would love to see all those that are lined up to come up front, and we request to keep time. Okay, we request to keep time. So family members. Okay. Bohenry, I see Bohenry here. Can I see the hands? At least let's have 3 from family members. I see Bohenry Buddha. 3, 2 more. Charles is also there, the second one. Okay, I'm seeing also the Silva also. Okay, so we have 4 right now. So let's go in that order. Bohenry.
Number 1, Dr. Smata was born in February. Thomas in March. I was born in July of the same year. That's how we are. From there, this name Striker. he was a defender. He was playing number 2. No, number 4. Number 4. And then, because he had very strong shots, that when he strikes, as a keeper, you cannot stop that ball. So as he was growing, he moved to play number 8. So that's how the name striker became so strong, because no keeper could stand it. He had very powerful shots. He was striking, meaning he was giving powerful shots. That's why the name stayed like that. It was the power from his foot. Thank you.
Waende bakata kono kuliswana basika bwana bonane baba pa position man sika kupata la mache kama kuliswani molane kwa kipa tena kwa lata bayo.
So I know.
Thank you very much, Director of Ceremonies. My name is Henry Mayunda, a family member for the late. The late was also my cousin. I heard one of the farewell message from the family, which I want to present to you as follows. We, the family of the late Mabuku, affectionately known as Ostraika, were deeply touched by the loss of our cousin, brother, uncle, and father who passed on at the hospital in Windsor on 25 July 2024.
25 July 2024.
No word can describe the pain we feel for this great loss in our family. We knew about Thomas, Mabuku striker, as a great pillar in our family cycle, who loved and cared for everybody. He was a man of integrity who united the family faithfully. Mr. Mabuku was a gentle giant who loved sport very much. As an employee of the Ministry of Youth and Sports, Thomas became known to many people. And the result made a lot of friends from all walks of life, both locally and internationally. Thomas indeed left a big void in the family which is difficult to fill. It is thus difficult for us as a family to believe that he is no more with us. However, his good work will lead to inspire many people. Despite his departure, our thoughts and prayers, especially with the children he left behind, we shall dearly miss his inspiring smile and a sense of humor. We shall always stay close to us. We are, however, consoled by the fact that although he's gone, his memories shall remain with us forever. Thomas was also a person of God who attended his church services frequently. It is therefore our sincere hope that God will be happy to end him with a beautiful garden. So that he can keep growing in the realms of the departed until the judgment day. Finally, we all know that beautiful souls are never forgotten. But you'll be in the family's heart forever. He left us because his mortal body has served his purpose on earth. May his beautiful soul rest in eternal glory. Amen.
At this time, Charles will also come up front. And if he is coming, just take note that, okay, I'm seeing a hand there, so we'll do the first four. We are now on the second, so on the second part will come in. But Charles Muyamba.
His name is Charles Atengu Muyamba. As we were listening to the biography or eulogy, the father of the late was Alfea Atengu. And that is the name that he bears. This is a symbol to show that he is one family. The one who just finished giving his message of condolences is the eldest in the family. The father of the one who finished his tribute here is the eldest in the family. And his father is the one who follows the father of the one who finished giving the tribute here. Then the late father is the third in the family. That is the message he is trying to communicate to all of us here. So he's saying the striker is his cousin. Indeed, it's a sad moment that he's standing here to speak on the memorial service of the late Thomas Striker. He was the man, he was very close to him. Before they even voice out anything, the first thing was a greeting of laughter. As we all know that he was a laughter person. And now one of the memories that he has is the time when him and the late went to fish. They went to that place which is mentioned there. It was a sandy place. And they went with a vehicle that has no 4x4. And it got stuck in that sand. It was a very difficult situation for them to come out from that sand. And they all enjoyed the moment of fishing together. As all of us who knew him knows him that he was a man who liked the activities of exercises. Then we left the car there and we went to fish. When we came back, now we were very tired that we could not, now we had to remove the car from the sand. Fortunately enough, because he used to work with people who liked singing, who loved him. He asked help from the friends, and the friends came to the rescue. This man was a striker, he will never forget him. He was a man who was always a problem solver. You give him a problem or a situation, he finds the solution. Something that seems to be very difficult or hard to solve to him was a very easy thing. He's not a person who was following a lot of these protocol things, but he used to shorten them and solve the situation. One of the points or the memories he will not forget is the time when he went to Swakopmund to get that award. When he reached there, he called him and said, "Please do not sleep. Today you will witness a great award in the family." And he also kept the promise that he never slept that night. He was waiting to see or hear about that. As people were getting different awards, he was just waiting for that award, which is. And finally, as he was waiting, he saw him also being called and going on the stage. And he went to be covered into a jacket. It's something which he is grateful of. And every time they used to meet and discuss, they used to talk about that moment when he got that award, which was mentioned in the eulogy. It's something which he appreciated always. It's something he also appreciated, though he was very sick for a long time. He will not forget it. Before he lost his breath, he had a moment to speak to him. They spoke on that day. In the night, he had his phone ringing. Then he checks, he sees that his Domingo is calling. Then he called him and says, "Domingo, what is happening?" Doctors have tried, but they failed. And he said, "I think now I'm leaving you." He did not feel very well. Then he said to him that he felt some kind of cold in the body. Then he advised him to cover himself with the blanket. Then he said the blanket has no purpose anymore. The time has come. From that moment, he has never had him speaking to him anymore. The only time he received the message is when Evans Pasquale called him to say it's normal. Mr. Striker, may your soul rest in peace.
Where's that? We are trying to bring down the screen so that you can see the PowerPoint.
Good afternoon. Doesn't know how to start or to speak, to say something this afternoon.
When my father died,
This man taught him a big lesson in life when his father died.
he took responsibility and he went to me, he told me, I'll be your father. And he proved it. He meant what he said.
And he stayed in the striker's house, and these children who are here, they know about it in Vendo. The same treatment he was giving to the children is the same he was also giving to him.
And he kept on saying to me that
As your father was doing it to me, I also did like that.
so he had brothers and sisters, but they never took that responsibility.
His father had a lot of people or the family members, but they had never asked him to someone.
But him as an uncle, he stood and said, I'll do this, and he fulfilled that promise. With these few words, I want to say he's a hero to me. And he remains a hero. Because he proved it to me. May his soul rest in peace. Thank you.
We had the fourth hand. Okay, yes, please come in.
Just one way to
To him is the father and the grandfather.
the way he talked.
The way more than the father.
I remember the one day I was passing by the street.
Then he said to him that I'm carrying some food, so let's come and eat together. It was in this traditional food. He was saying he will not eat except when he could be there. He came and he ate with him. Yeah. A helper who was at home.
I feel like I can see him currently now. Nimota yale basi mbango mota aweza kuwa na maana kiweza kuwa sababu mbona anataka.
So you can see him, even the advices he was giving him towards the car or the vehicle. He's requesting like this in God's grace.
Serious.
He's asking that God be with him.
Then say, I never knew where my father was going. I can't bring that one bus a woman is afraid. One day the guy they will hold of otherwise.
So everyone, wasa siku ile wanataka kwa corona bubble mother Obuka pinda obuko basa umani kuna nini watusubirize kwa leo.
Muli mla kwa kweli. Kwa mjo kuna mtu mbona sana. So kuna nini ndio kuna problem teka na sasa kuna mtu ambaye kwa kweli
So he said that before the day passed away, he had a conversation to tell him that Jake now has organized a village somewhere this side for his son Jake.
Thank you. Let me also announce here that we have ablution facilities. First is the female side, is just here. And the male ablution facility is at the back side, where we came from. I must also say here, talking of names, I hear Charles was saying his middle name is Matengu, and the old man, the father of the deceased here, is also Matengu. I must also state here that my middle name is Mwema. And his deceased mother also, the middle name is Mulema. And so we shared this name. Many times he hears things about me, whether it is on radio or television, he would call. If it's bad news, he would say, what are these saying? What are these people saying about you? And when it is good, you say, you know what, we are succeeding. This name, we are succeeding. Every time you see my face on television or you hear about my name on radio, you call.
Many
times I'll comment on radio and immediately when I drop, I'll find 2 missed calls already while I was busy talking on radio. We appreciate it. And I have 4 hands again. 4 hands, I'm seeing Dino on that side, I'm seeing 4 hands, I'm seeing 4 hands, 4 hands. I only have 3 right now. Okay, yes, I'm seeing 3 right now. Okay, I'll start here. Oh,
Good afternoon, fellow honors. I don't know whether to use my vernacular Slozi or English. When I use my vernacular, I'll start stammering. Thanks God Thanks to be to God, I've got one man here who is very fluent in Silozi, and may you translate exactly what I'm going to speak here, sir.
Ukalika.
My name is Jimmy Pumolo.
Kona kabisa wana hao.
This young man lying there, old as he is, was my very good friend. There is something about people whose names are unisex. His name is Mlema, being a man, and then there is Mlema, a woman. My name is Pumulo. It can be given to a lady or a boy. I think that's why we came to meet with this young man like that. I met him even before independence. And then when we went for greener pastures in Vido, we met again there. When he retired earlier than us, I followed him also when I retired some few years ago. A striker was a man who had never called me by my name. Every time I meet him, or whenever I met him previously before he's passing on, he would say Mlozi. That was his trademark when approaching or addressing a fellow human being or people from the river. Before he went to Bidok, recently, I think it was last month, in June, I met him at Pick and Pay. When I was parked, I was about to go out, I would climb out of my car. He came and parked next to me. When we rewind 2018, when we bought our Isuzu back in, when I say we, I'm talking about me and my wife.
Okay.
Yes. When you buy things, it's not your alone, it's a partner. Yes. So when we bought our Isuzu in 2018, few months down the line, I received a call. I was in Okwetiwa that time on an official trip. One, he called me and said these words. Mulozi wena. Mwisuzu hawa ni wakuswade bila kaoha. Awako driver kamota ekitwana nenge driver mtoyota nikaoha mwisuzu waka.
So he was saying he cannot drive a better car like that one, so he also buy it.
And true to his words, he went and he bought exactly the Isuzu back with the double cab. And he told me that he saw one in American.
He also went to buy it. When he was saying when they will go to Santa in that year 2019, they will follow it while they are playing spine music.
But you know, this terrible COVID had its own agenda.
At that time,
and Lusata was festival never took place that time. But when I met him last month in June, I Pick and Pay shopping mall there. I looked at him. I came out of the car and I went to him and said, Mabuku King.
And he went to ask him what has happened.
The answer was Mulozi, na Firabu Hadi. No, he was very comical in his speech, despite him being sick. You see, this man is full of jokes.
I'm losing power, and he was trying to describe his situation in that moment.
I'm sick. Then I offered him, said, my brother, can't we go for lunch? That was around 11:32 hours there. But looking at him the way he was, I wanted to take him to Fashionnet. But when I looked at him, he could not climb those steps. So I offered him to be a person at Mediocre. We went to Gilson. We had lunch with him. And then he told me, that was Mabuku for you. Then I heard Bomaswao saying at the memorial service where Mr. Andrew Manjila was also speaking, saying striker was not a striker, was a defender. I don't know how true it is. Now the question is, how can a striker, a defender become a striker? No, there's a contradiction. That means he was a defender, slim like me, but and strikers like Gibi Zulu, Sankwasa, those big giants of Katima, they will be falling just before the bomber. They could not go through because of striker. That's speaking English. There was a contradiction between the small man here, slim, but the big strikers like Gibi Zulu and the Sankwasa of those days, they could not score because of the young man. In other words, he was striking at the back. My prayer is, can we accept people like striker? Even in this generation, we'll have people without conditions. When you make striker for once, you stay hooked. He didn't give gold or diamonds, but just a love from his heart connected me to him. May we all be consoled by the love of God. Amen.
As the third hand coming from the back as they come, I must also confirm here that the beginning of this year, when I left, that he was admitted in Belgium, I came to visit him when he heard that he was here in Katima. And as I came in, he went to the bedroom and got his jacket. And this was the jacket that was part of the award in Swakopmund. And the certificate was showing this to me, and I was concerned about to find out how he was and what was happening when he was admitted in Belgium. He kept on dodging that question. He was telling me about the joyous thing that the award brought to him. And then I told me, you know, time has come. Time has come. And when it has come, I cannot stop it. Then we went back to the jacket again. I saw a hand there, please come over. Was it Dino? Dino? Yes, please come over, it's your time. Dino came to me and said, bravely I have come also, I want to speak. So that's what he was telling me when I was seated there. So please, Dino.
Good morning, fellow miners. Due to a limited number of time, I won't take long because one, diabetic. Two, I'm attempting to be as punctual as possible. I recall in the year 2007. That was April. I was having a trip to Windu. Then I was told that if you are traveling to Windu, there's an uncle of yours in the neighborhood. He's your father's relative. Why don't you go to him? He can give you a free lift. I was like, wow, for real? Anyway, that evening I went to his house. And I found him, he was there. His wife was there. I saw her rest in peace. And that was my first time to meet him. I introduced myself. Now, to my surprise, I was like, who is this exuberant man? Full of a great sense of humor, like. That day I was very mesmerized to know a relative of my father. Have that, Since then, that image remains in my mind. But due to life circumstances, because I'm a homeless person, this is why I'm even here to pass my condolences to my relatives who are mourning. I recall a text in the book of Ephesians. By the way, I'm a Christian. My boldness. And the text I recall reads or says, if I can recall clearly, in Christ Jesus, in the high heavenly places, we have an inheritance. Amen. Do I sound like I'm preaching? Yes, but all I want to say is that death, I believe, is just a revolving door. ifu ikaolofera ya kutera.
So there is another life on the other side of that door. Now, since the texture says that we have an inheritance in Christ Jesus in the highly places of heaven, this now punches me to believe when our times are up, we shall meet again on the other side of the revolving door. So later on, our relationship nearly escalated or nearly went deeper. As my reputation began to flood his, dimensions or imaginary lines, then he got to hear about me now even more. Was he needed a painter? And I was recommended to him. It was so unfortunate that I was busy at that time. And I believe if things went the way he thought they would, our relationship would have been the best of all times to remember, because that expression when I met him in his house for the first time, it was one I even one day spent the night in his house, because at that time he was driving a camera. So to me, he was a hero. And reading through the lines, or between the lines, he is somebody I would love to mirror image. And what I mean when I say mirror image, if I could dissect it by illustrating this, if you take a mirror and a monkey and put them to stand before each other, you will find that the monkey will copy what is seen in that mirror. So forgive me for my boldness. My name is Dino, and I was a relative to the late. May his soul rest in eternal peace.
Thank you, Dino. At this stage, we ask the choir to bless us with the item of music. Then we will proceed from there with the children.
Bonizamaya
There are two that I thought we attend to first before we go to the children. First opportunity I'll give to Advocate Kangumu. Come and also give his tribute, and after that, Brother Chawa also will come in, also as a family member and also as a former colleague. Advocate, come.
Good afternoon, honors. Allow me to stand on the established proceedings by the MCs. The first disclaimer is to give incense at the meeting for memorial service. And the tone is a mixture. A mixture of sense of humor and a message of condolences to the bereaved. And in such a way, we should find a balance, to strike a balance between the two. Good. And as I've been introduced, Advocate Kangumu, an advocate of the High Court of South Africa. Others might be wondering is, why am I standing here? How much do I know about the lady who is laying in there? And I also don't know how to describe what was the relationship between me and him. Because he was my brother-in-law, and he was also my friend. More so, I would say, there is a child called Kufetuha. He is called Kufetuha. Among the 14 children that have been mentioned, Kufetuha is my niece. She's my niece. In 2019, I was contracted by a company to render legal services by the company known as NIDA, Namibia Industrial Development Agency in Venlo. When carrying out that assignment, I came to know Mr. Mabuku, that he was actually in the 5th floor in the same complex. So normally, you are inclined like a fish to the water or a needle to an iron, a magnet, to come together closely. And by that time, I was having a Mercedes Benz. Similar also to Mr. Striker, was also having a Benz. His signature, or when we meet for the first time, he would say Mulozi. And he reminded me the time when we were at Lusata. When our names were called to convoy the proceedings of Lusata. His and mine. I'll give an account of who Striker was. And allow me to exhibit this as sense of humor in remembrance of what Striker was. After we have eaten, Striker would stand up. And he will do like this. Who knows? Okay, so you can see the kind of a character who Striker was. So, last month, I asked her daughter, his daughter, how is your father doing? She told me the father is hospitalized in Venlo. I could have said so many things about Mr. Mabuku, but time is against us. So the instance of Striker was a kind man. The time when I lost my sister, we could go together with Striker at Katutura Central Hospital.
Mimi wakona kuya amo kwa hospital sio za Katutura.
Mabuku Central Hospital.
So na sisi tunazawa itu.
Even when the doctor was to deliver that news to us, I was in the company of Mr. Mabuku.
Mimi musare masela matoma pio ali bafitela ne bazama ya alikuwa na botoma.
So I will remember him for his kindness.
Aka makula kama kapili yako na yende.
I will remember him for his sense of humor.
Kama mpile wako na ni watu.
He was a good friend of mine.
Neliba likana banderoli.
And he's a bereaved family.
Mi babali kaufela.
In the book of Matthew chapter 5 verse 4.
Matimana ya Mateo 5 mana ya 4.
It is my prayer
Mikitapelaka.
that may the same word have an effect on you.
Kulimanzwa swana abulu mitusa mampiro.
When the first book of Synopsis I've said that blessed are they who are mourning, for they shall be comforted.
Timane mabulezwe wabuli byote kuvawa lila akakuli bakafu mana kuomba huko.
As I sign off.
Ne habanze bado patele.
Our brother-in-law, Chao.
No, estava.
No, my son-in-law. So I look young, but he is my son-in-law.
Thank you very much.
I've been introduced already. My name is Charles China.
The
main line here, I call him an in-law and an uncle at the same time. I would have felt if I would not stand here today to give an encounter about
wakafumane hawafungaye zihande kampeni basikaye mafaa kuvera mapambano ikona mwonosiwe.
I'm saying so because the main line here today
Thomas
have played a very significant role in my life. And it's not always just because we want to say this, because the person is happy. It is coming from the heart. I'm going to talk 4 encounters that I've had with him. The pre-life as an uncle. And then my encounter with him as a colleague in the Ministry of I also touched on his illness and the last encounter that I had. So please you bear with me. I'm going to try to shorten that. I'll try to be very precise and time conscious. Now I met Thomas as an uncle through again being him who was responsible for sport in the Zambezi region, then Zambezi. Not by chance, but because he was the best friend to my uncle. And my uncle I'm talking about is Tex Manawina. So he would always come to us, and I'm also seeing the uncle Barry is here. I'm seeing also the uncle Benny Mukonde. And anybody who knows that Thomas would have had an encounter and would have seen the kind of relationships he had. It's part of that also encounter. During during my early life, I was inspired. One day I would like to get involved in sport. Just like I see was like.
Kakalo ene babonanga mpira wa strike amani muza maiso babona nikalo ene balaka ozela papali. Ebana ntakazo ya kwenda kwenu nibona abe makalo na yo.
Because we always go around the region here in the Zambezi, collect the kids from different areas to come and play sports, be it at regional constituency level or at the regional level.
Nibasebezanga nibona bonyandi kunoza mange ba shiba watazeshera na shera kutoka nilipa pale watu wako ya unamo walikaloshera na shera.
It is through that encounter that I was inspired by him.
Ikalo na yeye ni tseze kubabe ni susumezo walikaloza nipa pale.
Though not successful as a person in sport,
mi never skava hulu wachi akile walikaloza nipa pale kwa roli.
one step in my professional life, I became a sports administrator myself.
Nibona nebakile baba nikolo yakuza maisa likaloza nipa pale.
And to that project we were solution.
Ni vaitumela wakenzaka wende baba balile konyanzi mo.
Coming to be his colleague at the Ministry of Sport and the Namibia Sports Commission.
Makalo ya kusebeza amo
My senior my former boss, Mr. Alfred Muya, is here. He's seated. I also see my colleagues from the Ministry of Sport. They are here. Post-strike levanzi very influential sport.
Mr. Striker was very influential in the activities of sports in the whole country.
Many people or many previous speakers that came here talked about him because I took everybody.
Kafela kunadwesa bakulezi bakulezi sirikali sema mone bainezi go striker kwa maana sirikali watu.
And I can confirm that truly he was a friend to everybody.
Nibona bakona kwa tseza kama ni timu kini tinevana sirikali na huru watu.
And I can challenge you that once you get the colleagues from the Ministry of Sport and the Sports Commission get an opportunity to talk to you, they will give those.
Bakona kulufali anga fakuli haiba kulukona kufumana mtu yomu yafumane ha walikorola na sports yabancha bakale mwakuli akavulera huru kwa mwanangonya onazeze kulera fazila jokulera.
I worked with him on several projects, including the hosting of the Kosaka Women Cup, Kosaka Pacific Cup in Namibia here, where he was responsible, he was the chairperson for the transport and logistics.
Mi masebeshe nikona ene baonga papali zetu na zabasali zile stories za kama na Namibia zengelera kinaanza kwanza.
That competition had about 10 countries participating in it.
Mine kuna nilina hazeli shumi zile stories za maisa mongo wale wa maisa bonga wangadali papali kaloza tulipata my equipments.
He delivered that task to his all attention and delivered that without
Mi never yezemsebenzi omutuna kaswanelo ngabuluka omutuna chwa handende nemane kusaka basaka sky.
At that time, I was also totally the chairperson for the marketing for communication department.
Nibona nelibona vaina skula wakalulo ya yalizivazo mane ni the wake up water balance.
By then, I was an in-law.
Kono afeneli akwanyana.
So this is where now we will come and say, Mapenya,
this is where you used to come and say, you see us who are coming from the village. I can see you are doing a great job. The way we are teaming up here, we must never fail anything.
And we delivered all of us as a team.
By
then I was working for Namibia Sports Commission. So it was those encounters that prompted the Sports Commission to honor him with a lifetime achievement award. And I know Mr. Mayor was going to touch on that.
uzofumane akuzao kuwa paketsakalo ene wakabalile yetu na manaha na ngoma na mwingi.
That achievement was honored last year on the 27th of November 2023.
Nevaifile simuses felide makalu November kalu na emblema.
And I was part of those people that was very instrumental in connecting the biography and the rich professional history of his contribution.
Mineri kalu nibona nevaifile kalu ebisem shugawa ene vanga piwabona kuhatseza kwamvuso kuli muntu yose yakutompiwa.
I was a little bit hesitant that there was a little bit of contradiction to make it involved because my uncle is an in-law by nature. You see, there's a conflict of interest.
Nevaifumana mkaulu tata hulu kuli bakaseleza shwa nibona kakuli kwake makwenyani kwake malume kakuli malume makwenyani makwenyani.
Nevertheless, Mr. Mweya, who will continue to inspire me, he's sitting here in the he said to me, I'm going to hide it. What a problem you have that was over here.
And he said, it's not possible. That's our problem of people who are coming from home. And he said, this one, I'll fight for it. Because he comes from home, he cannot be honored. Why other people are being honored?
We are talking of a person who has delivered deep diligence. What we should learn here, we should not be ashamed and afraid to honor people when they stay. We should not come and stand only here when people are lying in the conference here, they are departing. Then we say, it is important. I'm very proud, and I'm proud of the Ministry of Sport and the Ministry of Namibia Sports Commission for having honored this honor on this day. That changed in his life.
Ono adawitumira ukakalero babalire balikoro leli mlefumale ya ministry ya lipapale ya commission of response uli kawale babalire kuba ebatisize kuli mane libo na chiche ya okyo wao na kuwa patompo wasambira.
And I want to make all the words that the advocate during the sports awards in Stockholm, after as we are having our dinner, one of my friends, I can't remember his name, he's actually from Nicaragua. We had already eaten. Rather, we were actually in the queue and Mr. Mabuku was walking with his gentleman. And he tells him, please have food. There is enough for all of us. And for me, that was showing that he's dead. But what made that moment significant to me?
When he reached close to him, he changed into the vernacular. And he said, my in-law. And he said, this Kavango, tell him to eat. And he said, and then he was making those jokes like usual. They said, this is not Mutete. You tell this man to eat and he must eat.
I thought the gentleman was going to get offended. Like, from his side, he smiled and said, yeah, my brother, I will eat. So it was a joke full of humor and at the same time not offending at all. Part of his his illness and brother, before I go to that, I'm coming into the person as a lead or a guiding person in my family. I met my wife now, Maureen Tabinda, I had met her there. I told her I'm not going to waste time. I'm getting married to you. To whom do I talk to? My wife told me straight, go to Thomas. But Thomas played a very important role in making sure that we got to the last day, the final day of everything was celebrated. From making all the arrangements and getting into the family. After the time that we got married. He didn't stop there. But then he continued to be a guide and a person in our life and our marriage. So I was the general that was really too close to me. The last part is his encounter. My encounter with him during the stillness of the final hour.
The man was really struggling.
The real first part of the
He went to the hospital and they met the family from the swamp.
And that is almost 3 days before his passing.
This was 3 days before he died.
And then the day just before he passed away.
The day before,
there was delays in receiving the lifetime achievement from the prize for the NWR. All the sponsorship. During this illness day, he said to me, I actually explained to him that Mr. Mayor told me and they received the voucher. He was excited and he said to me, once I come out of this hospital, if God can grant me that I want to give this voucher, myself and my child. I want to thank you for that. Unfortunately, that did not happen because he passed on. And I informed Mr. Muya, he said to me, no, we have lost it. But I'm going to make sure that we will still give him that voucher. And he did that. And that will continue with the program. The final moment, Ghost Fighter said to us, but I don't know that the matter. I don't know about that kind of things.
So he was saying, now I'm sick, but I happen not to be. But if I happen to pass away, then you can take my legs, drive me home, and get the jacket that I received from the one. The suit he was saying is the one he's wearing.
It's a similar suit around.
He back years when I knew
Yes, one and in the other manager. I did wear this because to him it was very significant and I did it to honor and respect for him. Without it, I don't have taken too much time, but I just want to say today as we bid farewell to this memorial service, I just want us to encourage the family, the kids from West Africa, we support them. And I will give a commitment today that I will continue to be close to you, my dear brothers, and bless your father. I will advise us in the family and to be a brother that you love. I will not change. I also want to take this time to thank my in-laws for Evans and going back. For giving me that opportunity to lead and to take part in the process of the delivery. May I say these last words that have been said as strong in President?
You will notice that I had time to stop my son-in-law. So the only thing I did was to start a clock so that it can keep counting, then you can see the minutes. And so please, let's keep to 5 to 10 minutes. Each time you get here, I will have a clock running so that you can see your time, how you are doing on time. At this stage, I'll ask Dr. Simata to also come. Before I give to the children, I'll ask Dr. Simata to also come and offer his
He has heard that Mr. Mabuku had 40 children. And the grandchildren of 14, which is 28 in number. You see, director of proceeding, him and Thomas has known him from 1960.
So, Thomas, 5 minutes, 64 years.
For him to talk in 10 minutes for someone who lived for more than 60 years, it is not possible that you will try. Others have said a lot which he feels he cannot also reveal. He will now speak only about their childhood, something which is not captured in that eulogy. Yeah, so you see in the biography, they only captured some moments, but they did not pick those other moments which they cherished together as they were growing up.
Now, I want to start by saying I stand here to pay a special tribute to Thomas, who was my friend. Thomas. I am not passing a message of condolence. This is a difference between condolence and special tribute. Yes, because he was our special friend, and I know Thomas from a long time ago. Thomas Mabuku, as he was commonly known as Striker, is a man I have known for a very long time. The families of the Mabuku, the families of the Gambindas, the Tommy Harris, Osha Kwame, Omajira, both soldier.
These are the families which he used to grow with and stay with here in Machine. The elder brother, and all those people who mentioned. And also the man who's mentioned there. Even the elder brother and including the elder sister also knows them. Even the late Tom Peter also knows them. He also knows the late Conference who also went to the struggle. And also to come to him the late. He also knows the family of Kabila from the top until the last. Now when he looks at Barcelona and sees that the parent now is not another brother. Now is the parent is just making some jokes on the issue of the children.
Thomas and I and many other children played together in the Shiva.
And him and many others,
DC,
was also part of this team. And those fighting matches here in Mission. They used to, during the night, when there is a morning, they go out to the village and play. The truth is that Thomas was very strong. So he was also very strong and very fit. So one day he also tried to fight him. So people knew this type of games. There was hit a slave which the other side of the eye is very big. So he knew that he was a backup and he was a backup.
So he was a very strong guy.
And until now, so even the elder brother also was someone who was eating. Even in the Basel Mill there, he knows about the Bonita. Life with mission was very exciting. So they used to go also in the river bank to play. So they used to throw the ball in the river and say, let's swim to get the ball. And striker was seemed to be the most SMO was winning in almost everything.
I was able to do a choir.
And they went to, I don't know, yeah, they went fishing. I think fishing is fishing. We just play, okay.
Hello, where is open?
Can I help you?
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much. One day, we went fishing with spears. We went to go and fish, lost the bag of fish and the like. There at the plane of Maria, there was a plane there. Unfortunately, when all of us were busy catching those fish with the spears, the likes of Kabila, Wetwini, and the entire group, when you fish with the spears, you make a circle so that the bag of fish cannot go through. That time here I was fishing from behind. Unfortunately, when I threw my spear, the spear went through Thomas's cow. He thought he had caught the fish. That time when you catch a fish, there was a brother to say, Muchaire, meaning you catch something big. Unfortunately, it was Thomas who was caught. But he never cried. But he was young. When you realize our elder brother who came, and I think he remembered this issue. There he got his academy. He's the one who took the spear out from what had led John to demonstrate, saying that this man was young but was very strong. He never fought. He was strong but never wanted to fight with people. Every time he would beat you down, every time you fight with him. But he never asked for a fight. Nasa kwa pamoja na wale ni moto. Kwanza reputation in logic. We hear that next to the people at Mabuku. But at Mabuku we are also together at the same class. We satisfied with Mafuta because they were serious problems in those years. There was a man who would win by the name of Mr. the former director, he saw us in peace. Then when he met again at Kizito, although Thomas and the son were coming from behind, then at Kizito, me and Thomas were Catholics. On Sundays, my dad was there. 1, 2. Thank you.
Sunday, there is competition.
On Sunday, there is competition.
We were out a boy, we were seven.
You know, there was a gospel among men or boys.
Seven.
Oh, you're saying behind the head.
We are talking about being an altar boy.
Yes, they were serving in the church.
It was very important for an altar boy to be serving on a Sunday.
The altar boy, I said the market I would have
all of us were looking for a Sunday mass. All of us were looking forward for a Sunday. Because that's the day when you tell your girlfriend you wrote a letter to say, I'll be wearing this gown and I'll be helping the father. Kona kulisida leo ukakali maoro fa alta wana kujani mwale zimo lo kimani.
You see that that letter will look very critical now. Who is this one who has written me a letter?
Megamani ti ukazi kwa Thomas kama kisimata kama manjafara wahaziba.
And through to the way the lady or the girl will know that, oh, it's either Thomas or Smarter.
Kuna kutaka kwa national wa hulu wana watapara ngami kanje au skafta hayo.
No, there are elder boys who go there and pick the girls before we young men go.
Don't be great. Michael David.
Michael David.
Those are the elderly. But Thomas
had a way of drinking this elder people. You would go early and pick those girls.
If
you were early in picking up and wearing those girls, no one will address those girls. No matter how big or elder that person is, Thomas will refuse. Because already he had promised that girl, and if this girl is not on him, how will that girl notice him on commitment? So that's what actually it was in 19. On Sundays also it was nice.
It was a mixture of powdered milk.
They were eating that powdered milk and sugar, but it was the name that was given to them. They didn't know why it was called like that.
It was a very special meal.
It was a special, they didn't put it down.
It was a special meal.
It was in down. But every Sunday we take that meal and then put it with sugar and then you mix with water. And you mix with pap. There were boys who would trouble them. They were used to Thomas. And then you say, here comes the Mongols. The Mabuku, they don't know you. Then you know they are the big boys. There are those big boys when they arrive. They will come and want to scoop the sugar from you. Then Thomas will say no. They knew that no matter how big or huge you are, Thomas is just Thomas. We see the master of ceremony here. We want to repeat what they say. When Thomas was in the middle of his studies, he befriended a man called Muntema. Is he around? Muntema works for the Minister of Youth and Sport. He never spoke to him, but he was a good friend of him. That was how he used to trouble him, because he was one of another two ways, but to go through this Muntema. Because he was afraid of telling him, he will send Muntema. When it was time to prepare to come home around the 24th of December, Thomas wanted to come for Christmas. Go and ask that man what the difference. When I was receiving the section, that was Thomas's job. His name was that one. Oh, I am Makande.
Thomas ni Swani and Swani stone the woman governor. We put up with the Goda. So, what I did when I put up with the customers.
That's all I can say from a good friend. I want to thank Thomas for his life, but everyone was saying he said no. In all of how you met him or how you lived with him. You only know him because you have not him. How he lived with him from the childhood up to the time when he passed away. And that's really you are to the same church with him. Or that's really the same class with him.
Watakutumira huru ni kukupera kuli moyo wako masuzama ya ndega kwa.
Thank you that the Thomas story to be. Amen. The way you are translating the second coming, even shoes will grow big.
That took us 17 minutes.
But as mine, you know, it's the second coming.
A lot has been said here. Maybe I will also tell you how I learned to drive.
But I want to tell you that
many of my siblings might not know how I started driving. That's for another slot. Evans is also here.
Mrs. Evans is also here.
I wanted him also to just come. And also to add on what our son-in-law Bachalo said in regards to the illness.
He is
not coming to do a tribute, but he's coming to just also enlighten you what has been happening in Belgium. Then we will close this session with a choir that will give us our funeral minister also wanted to utter something before he touched the Bible. He also wants to tell us how they live with the lady. It was good that we started at 12. I think we have time. Just an alteration here. Whoever will come and speak later when everybody has spoken, because he's giving an account of what has been happening in Belgium. I recognize Honorable James Santos Amanas. For him visiting us, he's not coming here in that official title. He's coming here as a family member. And so this time I want to give to our funeral minister also to give tributes how they related to the
Thank you very much. This is Kaya Francis. Kaya Francis. I will not speak a lot about the Bible concerning this man lying here. I want to speak about the sports that have been already alluded to. I remember the year 1980 when we were at the Privy Senior Secondary School. When it was still called the Privy Training School, where teachers were being trained from. I've heard that people, a lot of people have said This man was really known concerning sport.
And he was striker and
And his name is Striker, and he used to play soccer very, very much. At that time, me, I was dealing with boxing. It appeared like we were competing who was going to take the trophy, either boxing, karate, or soccer. At that time, I got a challenge from South Africa. I was one who conquered the whole Namibia when it was still called Southwest Africa. When that message came from South Africa that I needed to go and fight, then I was being trained that time by white man. And that this man right here said, "Yes, are you going to conquer this man? You with such a stature." If it was me who was Victoria, I would just kick him. No, I told him that here, as we are being fed by those things, lilies from the water. On that day, that man flew all the way from South Africa coming here. And the event took place where the police headquarters is built, which was at Mabuku. That time he was being known as Striker, but that was about danger. Because they used to tie me a red belt, meaning danger. When we met with that man from South Africa in the first round, the old man said, "Hey, today is today. This is Kaprivi, hit him." They had a different technique in fighting. First round, we just observe and see where this man's strength is. When you are at the break of 1 minute, it's a trainer came to us, my friend, I can't see you, where are you? Then I promised you that now my son, I'm going to hit, take a knockout. I have known this man, I've done a sort of analysis on him. Even when he looks, I will see where he's looking from either left or right. Then he started playing his own job. The struggle said, there! Then he saw that now I'm doing my way. Then the white people will be calling in Africa, "Oi, oi, oi, oi." The poor will call it, "Oi, oi, oi." The white and blacks will be saying, "Danger, danger, danger." In the second round, I just took with the left hook. Then the rope pushed him towards him. He also stretched his arm. That time the jaw, uppercut, the jaw got broken. That no, he threw the man in the ring. Then he was brought to Harakua. And when we see the message, he heard that he took his last breath. It was his left hand that was the strongest. And fast. Leland's also this one was the one that was very, very fast. Even here, his bone here, you can see, got broken. When I hit him with my left foot, then he went into the ring. They brought it back to me. Then he stretched his right on the forehead. He died when I was standing. And now the doctors came and he took me from there. But he from the hospital didn't When he came back, I said, he told him that I want to go and shake that man's hand. And then he took that trophy. But today that trophy is in the middle. Can you give me a round of applause? And in his house. Every Tuesday now. He used to fly every Tuesday. And the Hanito is the whole training school. What's the when he arrived at the Pacha airport, the whole training school, the strike was there. They were there waiting when the Pacha airport. He was being escorted. When he landed, he just saw somebody lift him up. It was a striker. Hey, young man, you can hit. Oh, that's what I like. 1984, I employed as a teacher. Therefore, 1984 was employed as a teacher. Then boxing died. The world striker, the ex-director. Then him, striker, used to write letter to the former director of Immigration. It was him who made it proper possible for him to come out from the remote areas to come to Mabuluma School. He told him, hey, my friend, that box, but that was go for food like that. Why I go be that must start having clubs among the schools? Then he started forming teams in all the schools. Then he started going to the Peru project. Group ya boxing ma Zambezi. Then he formed a group of boxing in the Zambezi. Then he started taking them. Then we met that governor who was the governor of Nigeria. That's where boxing started. Now everyone knows about boxing. That Thomas Mulihango came from their hands this way. Mulihango came from his hands and Thomas. This man, I'll never forget him. He never got angry. He was a jovial person. When that is a night we call it a friend boxing. Me too, I'm also doing the same. Let's go ahead. Until the time when he left and he went to me. He left me with the Sabonil. By using our hands and our flesh, I remember Mr. Striker Thomas Mabuku. I wish my family was striker and Galva Alimwe as a how I wish from the Thomas's family to be one who can emulate him or work in his footsteps and become a boxer. I thank you. And God bless all of us.
Those from our land of Africa.
Whenever we are manifesting Africa, oh, the land of Africa. You know the accent. Our land of Africa. You know the accent. We are from the Zambian accent. When he speaks, I don't understand.
So those of you from the Church of our land of Africa.
We never heard about Church of Africa.
Please,
you
have to be careful with the funeral minister.
I think
you heard of the knockouts he has done.
So
when you talk to him in church,
when you have
to be very careful and be mindful of what you are saying. Because it looks to be you can throw a blow anytime. Alright. I was told between Wochibi who was seated here and the Dino who came from there was a hand I missed in between. I wanted to honor that name. There was a hand I missed in between. Like I said, we were at families. Now it is time to go to the children. But first, I believe the choir is now solid. Let's have one item of music from the choir, then we'll move to the children.
I'll read it on behalf of all my siblings here. My name is Jack Mabuku. A tribute from Thomas' children. This is for us. Dear Tate, our world grew dimmer on the 25th of July 2024.
The first na timire kara 25 July 2024.
But your memory still shines brightest during the darkest hour. Guiding us with patience, wisdom, and love. We wrote this tribute with heavy hearts, but the Lord comforts us daily with thoughts of the life lived. We wrote this tribute with heavy hearts, but the Lord comforts us daily with thoughts of the life you lived. A life worthy emulation. We believe that things are in the Lord's hands, and we only ask you to watch over your family. We remember when you were on your sick bed, we laughed because of your jokes. You said, more money is more.
Here where I am, this is is a city.
These
nurses, they know how to take care. The food here is hotel standard.
We used to fight when it was time for his medication. He would say, Nikutwa hande, mwanzo kwa kundi, tinelekela miliani. Nikutwa hande, mwanzo kwa kundi, tinelekeza miliani.
I'm feeling well, please do not force medicine on me.
And all what the children wanted was for his recovery. Dad loves his cars. Even in his sick bed, he would ask me for his car keys. His car keys, he would ask for his car keys. That was our dad. Dad was strong. He would drive pretending it was okay. But we could see he was not fine. He was doing that not to worry all his children. Always cracking jokes. In conclusion, Dad was a great family man, great grandfather, a father to all of us. May his soul rest in eternal peace. Thank you.
The other name is Sloppy. Sloppy, I don't know how that Sloppy came in. But the other name is Sloppy. Then he went to play soccer and he was the best. He was soft. Okay. At this stage, it's time for the grandchildren. The grandchildren. Do we have any who is ready? Okay. Thank you. We'll now move to the friends. And among these friends, some are not actually friends. These were young people that befriended one who was older than them. And among them is my classmate, Patricia Maka Matengo, one of the prosecutors in Otsolodupa, based in Grootfontein. There is a lot of expression in this speech that she wrote, but I will just read as it is. On the 25th of July 2024, a big tree has fallen into the Zambezi region, in Namibia and in Africa. 2024, we have lost a good man. Death has again stolen from us. irreplaceable character. If there was an opportunity presented to us to vote for or against death before a person dies, majority would have voted for a striker to live longer. But we thank Jehovah for He has a say over our lives. The striker's journey in this world has stopped. The people he was part of are here now witnessing the final and the earthly proceedings to put him to rest. But his works remains in our hearts and in our minds. We will remember that the Mabuku, that is Chokola Mulozi, our well-known friend, the striker, a sports lover. We witnessed his love for sports while attending at Kizito College during our high school times, 1987 to 1990. I could still hear his sports. I could still hear his sports sounds every day. The striker, the joker, you would make many laughs. Joko ye. I still laugh at times when I remember his remarks and jokes, even after his departure. Even when advancing relevant issues, he spoke in a joking language, words that would still put a smile on many hearts and faces. Humble, friendly, peaceful man. Our neighbor in Mwezi. A man full of love. Whenever a striker appeared at Kizito College, we saw sports. We would foresee and expect entertainment. It was a pleasing moment for Kizito girls, as we were always wanted to leave the hostel to go for sports. He loved to defend. To me, he owned sports, and he owned sport in his body. He had a zeal and a passion for sport. And this made it possible for the striker to mingle with many different age groups. The striker loved wearing shorts during sports time. The striker inspired many. He will be missed. But he left a legacy. And it is my prayer that your legacy
is carried from one generation to the other. May the good Lord comfort the children, family, and everyone affected by his departure. Born a sportsman and died a sportsman. There is time and a season for everything. This is found in Ecclesiastes chapter 3. A time to be born and a time to die. Go well, Tate Mabuku, from Matamatengu. I'm opening this floor to the friends. A senior grandchild is here. And is he the one in the room? I don't want to be sued. You know, he's from the law fraternity. I don't want to be sued, and I'm giving him a chance even after I've moved from that. So please, your chance.
I want to test this friend. He's a lawyer, so don't prosecute me for we are celebrating here.
Thank you for the opportunity. I raised my hand. But I want to extend warm greetings in this very difficult time. That we may find comfort as we remember our fallen heroes. Indeed, I stand here as a very adult grandchild, because the late is a younger sibling to my grandmother. So I look at him and I call him grandfather. I've come here to appreciate. I stayed with him for a period of 2 years. My elder brother stayed with him for 3 years. And during that time, he taught me lessons that I want to share. I felt, should I not speak, I would not be at peace. I will speak of his kindness. For 2 years, I have not seen him angry. For 2 years in his house, I was very fortunate that he would call me to his bedroom. And he would say, Then he would say, sit. I asked him, where? Sit on the bed. Then I would sit there. And he would speak to me directly. He would say,
Then he would say, my child, you came here to come and chew and eat school.
See value. That was the second lesson. He taught me value. See value in what you are doing.
When you see me in this house, I'm an old man, but I'm still studying. You will see that paper hanging there. That is life.
That's what he's telling me. Each time I'll be in his company. And I took it to heart that I saw value in what I was doing. And I graduated from university under his care. That's how grateful I am. I never missed home. Because he made us feel at home. And I'm so grateful to God that the same kindness has flown over to his children. I stayed with Jake, I stayed with Jill. We never fought. There was never a time that we fought in that house. It was always laughter. The last thing about value, our grandfather loved his Mercedes Benz. We ended up stopping to call him grandfather. We started calling him the gold. Because he had a gold Mercedes. And the way he took care of that car. A few years after I graduated, I went back to his house. And he told me, why bother?
He told me, look at that one. It's there.
The gold,
it's there, the gold is still there.
There was never a down moment in his presence. And it's my prayer that we really learn from him. And that may his influence continue to guide us. Thank you.
Thank you. I hope I'm forgiven. I will not get also for missing your hands. At this time, I'll give a chance to the friends. There is a team which is coming with Bex Manawina. If you can come up front. As for Pepsi is coming, I want to confess here that I learned to drive on his car without him knowing. When Thomas would get his car, he would give us a lift. We pay 5 rands. We buy fuel for 10 liters. That time fuel was 50 cents per liter. And as we drive from that Protea gate, we would drive and he would hold the steering. And then he would say, look behind and see the dust. That's how I got to learn. It was for Pepsi's car. When this time when we were meeting at the village, I asked him if he knew that. He said he didn't. No.
I did not
learn to drive from my father's car or my brother's car. It was Gopex's car. And I'm putting it here public so that people can see and I appreciate. I give a chance now to the best friends to
Thank you very much. My name is Pex Manawina. Before I read the eulogy of our friend, let me introduce in this way. Thomas was my best friend among the friends. We met in 1978. Playing soccer. That day he was playing for school. Zito School. I was from Sumata Secondary School. Those who knows me and who knew me behind, Thomas was striker because of the soccer that we played. Me, I used to play as a defender, and my name, which was known, was Bobby White. Nobody could score there. I got a testimony. Our honorable used to pray together. So that's where we knew each other. And when we come and they pray, my style has taken him, and then after we shake hands. So our friendship started there. And those who knew me, those who knew Thomas, to see always we are together. Wherever I used to go, Thomas would be there. So we have been great friends. A friend in need. They've been always 46 years. I tell you, we never quarreled with stories. We've been friends. The kids like Jake, those whom I used to visit, I tell you, they know me as their father. They know as their father. So this was my short message. As you have seen now, I'm going to introduce. These are the guys who play sports in the region. Soccer and netball. So we came together and said, let's have one team to our league. So let me not take so long. Because of our time, our league, as it was written, tribute for late Thomas Striker Mabuku. From some of the sport gurus from the Zambezi region. We are deeply saddened for the untimely passing on of our beloved friend. We have inadequate ways to narrate on how we spend our lives with the late Thomas Striker. He was a friend to many, young and old. Being a sports officer,
Anali yomukulu wa Lipapali.
In the Capri region.
Masikiliza Capri.
Now Zambezi region.
Na kwese Elizabeth region.
He worked tirelessly to unify the sport fraternity.
Na vilekeka tata kukompanya na Lipapali kwa fera security
within the region.
Mara security.
Which is inspired leadership.
Sisi polisi tuwezo kwa za maisi.
Elected Mabuku encouraged men of us who love sport.
Wanyaki Mabuku tuwasusilele unanda matoka ya Lipapali.
Take up short courses in a sport course.
Kuungali kuto ze kuzwa ni kwa mananda Lipapali.
At regional, national and international.
Mara security mana hamane ni kwa dana ha.
He was a father.
Nelimu shemu asina.
A unifier.
Yana kopa na watu.
And advisor.
Yana eleza.
The leader of all times.
Nelimu za maisi wenda kukafera.
Many called him with many nicknames.
But one of them is
such as striker,
Mawe Munisi era striker,
Mulozi,
Mutompe, Olarebo,
Chocola,
yeah, the father of Chocola, yeah, the father of Mundago,
depending on your relationship.
We
could invite a friend or a colleague for a drive.
Then
they would entertain his host with weights and encouragement. That brought life changes to many.
The bereaved family,
we share your loss for losing such a kind. Loving and caring father and friend. We will clearly miss him, but we will cherish the legacy he has left behind forever in our hearts.
go well Mutompe,
go well.
Go well Mustraika. We thank the Lord for being part of his life.
The other side, friends, Barry Utaezi,
Fiona Mbonenwa,
Benu Ponjani,
Okay, Fiona, Barry Utaezi, Fiona Mbonenwa, Benu Ponjani, yes, Eustace Baga, Robert Yubei, Patricia Smata, Patrick Kachero.
may his soul rest.
Hey, classy, what are you cooking? Don't make computer, shoot out the text and the note. Thank you very much. I must translate for you.
Yeah.
I want to share with you some. Give at least 3 events. To show to you that the man lying here is true, we are together throughout the sport fraternity. One day in Christmas, in Karas region, in the afternoon, we were enjoying ourselves in the streets of Christmas. In the streets there are a lot of people, the multitude of people. We found a man who did not look good, okay. Then this man started saying things that would make that man angry. Me and they told him that this man who is doing things to him will be in trouble. Me, I feel heavy, but a striker was a very strong man. But the only thing that times there was just too much jovial and too much trouble. He thought this man would just do anything to want to call him. But what transpired, in a short period of time, that man took out a very long steak knife. Started swinging and then sharpening the knife. Then the sparks would come out because they were sharpening the knife. Everybody, when you see what he started, he was the first one to run. Imagine that. Then he was left standing there. Another one. We are eating before you know, after 2000. They were five of them to enjoy themselves at Africa. The people using was for small highlights, short base. Where we enjoyed ourselves there, we didn't know what was happening. There was somebody who had one of the different inside let's leave this place and go and drink somewhere. Him, the one speaking, was doing greater than there in front. Then he was also driving. You see, when you speak to those people don't know this. Let's put it reality. Where ABC is today, so separating ways, that's the road. That road comes from the wrong road that goes up to forest there. There where there's a river there, there's a lot of water that comes there. Yes. He just drove straight looking at that house. He parked in front of that house. Then when we came out, they started kicking the door. We didn't know what was happening. When the owner of the house came out of that house, then it's a Nelson Masiko. We used to play soccer with him. When he came out face to face with Thomas, a fist on him. Him also another one. Then it was WWE. He was just standing. Thomas was there. Yeah. He would not did what every time Thomas was on the owner of the house was now when they tried even balance. The owner of the house, he went to the house. He came out with a spade. When Thomas saw that spade, he played like wind. Those who were also in the country also left leaving the head behind. When he left, also, he looked at it.
We never come my light, window screen, never can fortune.
So when that man came to that job, he just did collateral damage on his
apartment. Never see what Thomas Simonta. Joe Pexi, the ones in Mazira, but how about that? Why is your story?
So the best knows about that story.
Our Tofika,
when he arrived,
the water,
beyond the repair.
Thomas.
So that was for me. That's how we used to live.
Thomas, you won't point out, you won't back.
This is Mr. Poyer and Thomas and other people. We already will report to us. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I've been known by this name Cobas. Because of the late and Mr. Poyer standing here. There are no other people who brought me to sports besides Mr. Thomas. I will not forget the late. He's the one who made it possible for me to have that award that Mr. Thomas got in Sokomo. Because of Mr. Fred, we are the sports commissioner, start sitting there. Because of Ocharo Chaida. Because of the way that I was doing in the community as a basic regime. I got a certificate. I got a jacket to the body. Because of Mr. Poyer. To the sons of the late. Please walk in the footsteps of your father. Thank you very much. Short and sweet. Thank you very much. My name is Sinosi. How I came to know this man? I came to know him when I started my secondary at Kizito Secondary School. But as time goes by, went by, we are not good friends at that time. As time went by, then we started working. When I came from Vindo, to come here, I used to reside at Mr. Park Moina's house. At that house, I would see Mr. Barrel every time. Then I asked, am I lost or what? Because Mr. Barrel and Mr. White, they are all families. Whenever I came, they would take me to Mr. Striker's house. Then I would ask him from, I will ask that people knowing that what's happening. Who is the striker? Is he a relative? Then when I asked, he told me that when you see Barry, you will see striker. When you see Pax, you will see striker. I also joined without asking questions. Whenever I came back from Vindo, that's been my abode. I will be coming part and parcel of that house. Then we become bonded like this. Then those who had introduced me were left behind. Me, my friends became very far, higher than higher. We lived very well with this man. Very, very well. What I
want to finish is the thing that this man did to me. It's a lesson to those who are still growing. But I think Jack knows it's about education.
Striker when
Striker went to university, he came to me and told me that this qualification of yours of Form 5 is nothing, to not take you anywhere. Look at me. Me, I'm at school, but I'm older than you. Diploma. That time he was a holder of a diploma. Take this weight seriously. Go and further your studies. Where do I start? I'm working. Listen here, there is a school here.
University of
Namibia.
NBS.
Which is called NBS.
Namibia Business
School.
We can register.
Enroll yourself there.
Somebody enroll is a legal enroll.
And due to his ways, I enrolled myself.
What's the school self?
How that school operates?
Equally, Mokena, Hami, Makwet.
That school is like block lesson. Then you go and attend class and you go back to your workplace. The three that I spent there in Vindo, I was staying with this man here. Jack can be my witness. If you could ask him, we'll ask him where we were sleeping. You to sleep on the floor. And not worry about that. As long as there was food, there was water to bath, and there was food to eat, that was enough sufficient. After 3 years.
Business administration.
I wouldn't be a holder of a Bachelor of Administration degree. It's because of this man lying here. What I want to say is this. It's not everyone who is related to whom. If your friendship is so close, you can do things that are so marvelous that you really cannot be good for you. That's the important thing that I wanted to pass by. Young ones, listen to advice. Had I not listened to his advice, I would be the top holder. The children, I have known you for 3 years, following in the footsteps of your father. Even as we are listening to these events, may we follow. Thank you.
My name is Baron Taezi. I will summarize. I came to know this man in 1979 at Kizito. From there we went our separate ways. By 1981 I started working on ukalio kusebeza na ngo striker ingero sinama ngolo amisebeza ndo kusebeza
when we started that strike we did a qualification for that type of work
na muri de uliko la fera chofera za muzanne wa kula bombo
we just enjoyed the life and eating those food that I don't mention them now
then kana na kweni oma Mabuku wonyandi
Then that time the late Mabuku.
Mario was going to water.
After you know those in the black lives of it.
Hey, the child of the family of Mabuku, Romsa, or Julius Makosi.
Because those people are parents there.
So I really book as a quite university.
They were busy with the university, they were books.
So don't talk about Mutombe. I can also find a very correct.
And he was saying that let's move back to here. This is of school. Assignment. Come and they are no, not for us.
Kandita Bayo, Eva Kenya.
Those things in the entered his heart.
Then in 2005, Senu Kuparawi and the Zamai Pascal.
Then we came back to say 2005, we went back to school.
They really know what is about investment of the
I was supposed to be ignorant based on the media.
Mutombe one phone now. Now see the one Kuta one bill.
Go and you left me behind, can you come back?
But I will pass out no.
You want me to remain here with the phone?
Against a Sirikan Saka Mutombe.
Because of our friendship.
And then Zokuta.
I came back.
2006.
2006.
Now
we pack our bags. Now is now. We applied at UNAM. Because of those then they were admitted because of mature age. He was too young to drive. We went. We went and rode. After riding, we all passed.
This man,
this Munayo,
2006 up to 2009,
2009. Yeah, despite in a lot of ways.
2006, 2007, and it's not long.
2006 and 2000, I think I'm alone.
Corona win ama hostel wanangi basi another series.
We are also remote with me.
2008 ni wana sekupara kwa kuno lifabale seruya.
2008 also it got stuck. There was no fun.
Nero loga nafaka mbeta chwara ni Mutombe. Kaka nyanya ni
they were sleeping on a single.
Kona kone loga loga.
That's why they were sleeping two of us.
Lucky zanzi wachwara kwa offense seruya siye.
They carrying blagger and all those bad things they were left behind.
Seruya siye for seruya.
They were down. They think of the past.
Hey.
Yes.
He was
a man who had a good heart. The children emulated you get to live the way your father. When I was speaking to my sister, we were speaking to her and saying our region is going down in the essence of school. Let's revive the skills that we have.
Nisepa ukasiro na fo moya wabo striker mfumo ya koso oitumeza
Hello, okay.
Hello. Those were the friends. I hope the children have taken note of the friends. These are the people you must get to know. If you want to know your parents, and how your parents lived, these are the people that we must take care of. We must get to know them. At this time, I want to call upon the former colleagues, and here we have representation from the Ministry of Youth and also from the Sports Commission. We'll ask them to come up front for their message. And at the same time, let me ask the choir to just give an item of music as they come to make their presentation.